Well, we took the 27 over to the car show yesterday, and man, oh man, a lot of questions. People have said, don't change the look of this car because it'll never be that, look like that again. And everybody was pretty jazzed that it was pretty much an original car. But during that getting her loaded and over there and then back again, I really ran into several issues. One, I noticed that the reverse pedal would go down and wouldn't come back up. And what I found on that, as you can see on that top, that's a first band up there towards the engine, that the spring is gone into the band, the yoke there on the band, and it's completely out of whack. And I noticed reverse was really hard. It would like slip a lot and then it finally catch and hit hard. And I'm having a similar issue, although the spring is fine. I'm having quite an issue with low, and free neutral is just pretty much non-existent until this thing is actually started. Then it'll go pretty well. But in order to get it started, I pretty much have to jack up a wheel and do what I can to get it fired up. Once I do that, it's not too hard to start. Also, the mag doesn't work very well, and I've got a couple of spots in the flywheel, the teeth on the flywheel that the starter doesn't want to hit, and so I didn't want to, but I'm really down to at least pulling off the hogs head, straightening up these pedals. I know that low clutch pedal is bent over to the side, and it's kind of almost in the way of the handbrake. So I'm going to have to remove the hogs head, and then we'll see. We'll take some measurements, but I'm sure I'm going to go ahead and replace the band linings. Pretty much a given. And I'm going to have to look at that at the clutch pack too, because it just does not want to give me some freewheel. But anyway, I'm going to check all of that stuff out and see just what needs to be done. So when I get the hogs head off, then we'll have a look in there and we'll get those bands out. Alright, so we got the hogs head off. Sorry about all the noise, if you can hear that. Wind's blowing pretty hard and my roll-up doors are rattling. But anyway, so we got in, pulled the hogs head, and I don't know if it shows up real well, but those flywheel teeth are just about gone. You can see across the top there. Anyway, I pulled, of course I took the bands out, and we definitely got some wear and tear down there. Some things are kind of loose, and of course when we look at the mag, you'll see that there's a lot of missing insulation almost all the way around on this mag. And it wasn't doing too well, and the magnets are weak, and I took the bands out. Now, there's some strange things going on there, but all in all, yeah, they were not too worn at the bottom. The brake band was worn on the sides, not so much at the bottom, and the other bands were just a bit chewed up. So we're going to go ahead and just reline all those bands. But so I know I said I didn't want to do it, but I'm going to pull this engine out. I'm going to put it on the stand, and I'm going to overhaul that transmission. Now, a friend of mine lives nearby, Model T owner, also built a lot of tractors, hit and miss engines and such. Anyway, he's got a nice machine shop, so he volunteered his services. So I will take it apart and get the needed parts and head over there to the machine shop. So when we get some more of that done, why we'll come back with some more video. That's it for now for the 27 Model T. Oh, you know, get the thing to work like it should. So what I've done is I've really taken no light in there. No need to look in there. I've actually pulled all the the radiator, the headlight brackets with that crossover arm on it. That's all removed. In fact, I've got them laying over here on the running board, and I have pulled all the wiring, so it's all loose. Everything is ready to go, and I got my homemade engine puller here. Hope it works. If it doesn't, I'll be picking this engine up off the floor, but wouldn't be the first time. Anyway, so now all I have left to do is to remove the wishbone from the oil pan and kind of support that torque tube there for the drive line when I pull the motor out. So I will go ahead and shoot a video as I'm removing this engine, so if the engine hits the ground, every one of you will be able to see that, and I'll probably get lots of likes there. But anyway, that's where we are for now.